Adventurous kids explore with education and learning what a wildlife is in the Everglades. I want to explore the Museum of Discovering Science. What plants do butterflies like? I want to know about Key West. Adventurous kids, learning and fun. Adventurous kids!
Today I'm going to tell you about blood types. Blood type or blood group is a medical term. It describes the type of blood a person has. It is a classification of blood based on the presence or absence of inherited and genetic substances on the surface of red blood cells. People sometimes get a blood transfusion, a transfer of lots of blood from one person to another. That's usually done after an injury or to treat a certain disease. It's really important for doctors to know what your blood type is, so if you ever need a transfusion, they can match it to the blood type of a donor. There are two main parts to every person's blood type: the blood group and the Rh factor. Usually, if you share the same blood type as a donor, everything's fine. But if you have different blood types, then hemolysis, the destruction of red blood cells, can occur. To prevent this, blood is classified into one of four blood groups in the ABO blood system. The groups are based on two kinds of markers in your blood: antigens and antibodies. Every person has a blood type. There are four major types, each with a different chemical marker that's attached to a person's red blood cells. These markers determine if someone has type A blood, type B blood, type O blood, or type AB blood. Each blood type can also be positive or negative. Group A blood has A antigens and anti-B antibodies. That means that A blood carries antibodies against B blood. So if you have group A blood and you get a blood transfusion from someone with group B blood, you'll have an allergic reaction. People with type A blood can donate to other people with type A or people with type AB. Group B blood has B antigen and anti-A antibodies. People in this group cannot receive group A blood. People with type B can donate to other people with type B or people with type AB. Group AB blood has both A and B antigens on the red cells and no particular blood antibodies. So people with AB blood can get blood from any other group, but they can't donate to any other group. Group O blood has no A or B antigens, but both anti-A and anti-B antibodies. That means that people with O blood can only get transfusions from other people with O blood. And since there is no antibody against O blood, people with O blood can donate to anyone. They're called universal donors. A person's red blood cells may also contain a protein called the Rh factor, which appears to help energize the body's cells. Rh stands for rhesus, and is called that because it was first observed in rhesus monkeys. If you have the Rh factor, you are Rh positive. If you do not have the Rh factor, you are Rh negative. Whether you have the rhesus factor is indicated with your blood type. You can tell whether you're positive or negative by looking for a positive or negative sign next to your blood group. For example, if you have type A blood and are Rh positive, your blood type would be indicated as A positive. When children or adults need blood transfusions, they must receive blood that is rhesus compatible. Blood types are genetically determined by your parents, but they don't occur at the same rate in all populations. Thanks for watching this episode of Adventurous Kids.
What did you learn today?
Adventurous Kids!
Adventurous Kids!
What was the most interesting fact?
Adventurous Kids!
Adventurous Kids!
Adventurous Kids!